Hello and welcome back to the channel. I actually hope that your day went fantastic. Definitely get a chance to get through anything that continuously get in your way or try to do as much as you can. Because again, legit, we already have emotional ticking time bombs within inside of us, and the start of the week is already the pivotal point of how the day gonna go, especially between what have you already dealt with previously. Hopefully your weekend was actually good, but unfortunately some people still work the weekend, so even then that has its own difficulties and problematic situations that some people aren't aware of or let alone discuss very open about. But if you get a chance to have a good weekend, I'm actually glad that you did. Hopefully, you got a lot of rest, energy, get a chance to do a lot of things that you enjoy. So I really do hope that for you. Now, if your Monday basically start off very shitty and you're just like, I am done with today, that's fine. Understandable. You did the best as you could. Or if anything, somehow luck was still on your side, and that is fantastic. You still managed to be very resilient, whatever the situation that happened, and you still overcame it. So I'm actually happy for you. But if you still feeling the after effects of what you went through, just like, yeah, sometimes you just need to recharge in your own personal space, or if anything, just go do the thing that continues to make you happy. Me personally, legit, when I get a chance to get through whatever bullshit that happens today, again, I am a full-fledged fangirl of anything that catch my attention, be it story-wise or a movie. Not literally, especially definitely those two categories. But which is even when you still have certain things that go on, you do want to talk about it and do want to express it. But unfortunately, when you don't get a chance to have that whole safe, comfortable energy within yourself, or having a safe, comfortable space with people, it does cause more of an issue. It does, and it continuously make one spiral within their own mind. Again, legit, I continuously come to reality that I actually want to trust people. I continuously want to trust and actually be the most vulnerable points of myself as I can. But unfortunately, when you basically never had the correct support, or if anything, you already know your energy is just not gonna match with everybody, and the fact that you get either criticized or be put down for it, it will just do very much detrimental to just that, and you're just over here continuously either shrink yourself more or continuously to hide parts of yourself. Like again, like I said, every time I come on here, it does not get easier. Every time I record, I feel like continuously not doing it correctly, or just continuously feel like it's a mistake, a waste of time. I'm trying to figure out what other words it is, but it just definitely feels like it's pointless, it's meaningless. There's like no point to it at all. So you're just basically wasting your time and energy. Think you have anything else to say? And it really does feel like that when you continuously to be at war with yourself, and again just try to adventure and dip your toes into anything that could either align with you or suits whatever interest or whatever things that actually match with your energy. It's like again the whole YouTube thing, it's definitely iffy. I'm not gonna pretend it's not. It's like again I continuously record, even though I have those moments of questioning. I don't know what would you call the channel. Probably just like a video as no, not even a video essay. I guess it's like a weird personal blog entry that I'm just giving an experience to people. I don't know, but all I know is the fact that it's weird, it's open. So I definitely try to be very much open on as much as I can. And I already know the fact that deep down subconsciously, I know there's parts of it I continuously lie to myself about. I know I am. But able to admit that to myself, it's like another thing that I'm coming to terms with. I already know the fact that I continuously have a whole war within myself and extreme level of tug of war. Not gonna pretend, not gonna deny. Do I continuously have a war with myself of my existence? Yes. Do I continuously try as much as I can, even though I feel like that's even wrong of self? Also, yes. So I do have a disdain for people, but then again, like legit, you want to trust people, but unfortunately, some people will continuously do the whole performance thing, or if anything, more people will continuously put you through a ringer that you didn't ask for, or if anything, mostly give you, well, again, a personified persona, thinking on the outside everything's perfectly fine. Their personality sucks. And I clearly admit it right here and now. Even to myself, I already know my personality sucks. I already know the fact that I have deep personal issues I could continuously to work through. But again, legit, I'm being open and honest, admitting it, and continuously to admit myself. Such as I continuously to reflect on things, come to terms with the fact that instead of having a whole moment where I feel like my mood swings would be from one day I'm happy, next day I'm sad, continuously to realize the fact that it's more like a month thing. Like 1 month, you're perfectly fine. Can't even say perfectly happy. Just 1 month, you're fine. Somehow in the middle of it or the next month, a mood completely different. Even though it's definitely normal, but I'm starting to notice that pattern. So again, just mostly coming on here and whatever weird thoughts going through my head, especially with talking about patterns and legit between personal issues and things I continuously to come to terms with. So I continuously say I want to go ahead and just able to accept every part of myself. But even then, I still feel like that's me lying to myself because I still continuously try to edit myself or question everything even more. But unfortunately, I do just spend most of my times and again in my own mind, being my own critic, being my own like worst enemy. It's exhausting, yes, but able to admit that out loud and continuously try to work with myself, continuously trying to figure out between my existence, between how I want to change my life, what exactly should I go ahead and start doing, and continuously try to improve my life. But I'm not going to exactly say the fact of, well, I won't exactly say I'm trying to have a whole redemption thing. It's just more towards the fact that, like, I am indeed accepting, coming to terms with a lot of things myself, and just, again, trying not to pretend or trying not to placate like anything else. It's like legit, if I have a shitty day, I want to be able to express my feelings that my day feels shitty, and I'm not exactly just put a smile and just pretend like the day is okay. It's not. I want to be able to sit in my emotions and actually talk about it, actually discuss it. But again, when you don't exactly have that proper amount of trust or people that you can actually rely on and talk to, it really does become more of a whole heavy burden within yourself, and it continuously to just be another thing that come to terms with, and that I continuously to do. Especially knowing the fact that I was doing more of a whole. I was mostly just diving through between certain stages between like grief or anything like a ego death or anything like a recovery thingy. Like when it comes to that, I'm not exactly saying my personality is exactly just like that. It just more towards some patterns that kind of have the same things that going on, so it makes you think like, huh, interesting. Let me use that particular knowledge and apply that to me. Even though it might sound weird, but I continuously come to terms with it. It does definitely help me figure out what steps to go ahead and definitely work on them little by little. But the one thing I won't exactly deny is definitely in the category of like a whole grief process, especially grief in between yourself and your life and everything that happens. Even though I previously talked about this, again, I'm pretty sure it'll come back to multiple topics I have indeed talked about or still continuously to bring it up and put into a new perspective or at least a new understanding that I gain from it. But without one continuously to gain new perspective from it, especially the grief process and continuously to sit in my emotions and continuously to come to terms with things. And I have. So instead of trying to control everything, I just mostly just finally let it out. Mostly trying to figure out what exactly would put me in that whole scenario. I guess like a trigger that basically would happen and legit just go from that. Or if anything, lay everything bare. Legit lay everything down on the table and just come to face with your own personal issues of your own self, your own personal issues, your own personal demons, or the things that you continuously to avoid more and more. I continuously to do just that. Even though there are some things I continuously not see correctly, but as I continuously to sit through the process and not exactly trying to force it, I made to be like, oh, now I can see it. You know what? That actually makes sense. And it does. Even though there are still things that I continuously to work on about and continuously trying to figure out, okay, so how do I actually work on it? Or will I lie to myself about working on it and just continuously to push it to the side? Mostly trying to learn how to actually work with it. And again, legit, even that's still a struggle itself. Especially since I continuously give myself a chance to, okay, so try not to lie to yourself as much and actually try to do things that brings you some ounce of stability. Excuse me. Especially recently, I would basically feel like everything was on like a whole metaphor play, and I would just continuously to stack stress on top of it and come to terms with it instead of trying to do what I normally do, just face it all of it in one day. I literally put a whole to-do list, and honestly it definitely helped me not continuously to feel like I have to do everything in one day or one sitting. It just gave me a chance to do some ounce of momentum, and it did help, especially with things like legit extremely basic. It's like mostly just certain chores I have to do, just take care of that. Or if anything, more towards like if things get pushed to the side, mostly just take care of that too. Or if anything, more in the category, I have a weird sensory issue. Like if there's too many people outside, it bothers me. Especially coming more in terms with that front, it just like instead of trying like, okay, just deal with it. I'm indeed learning to just like, okay, so let's just wait for a certain time period where the energy is not too exactly high, where you could just get a chance, go outside and sit how long you need to, give it how many hours. It definitely comes to term with that one. I actually used to do in the past, but again, a lot of between emotional situations of myself that continuously to spiral and continuously to attack myself more. It just more realization that continuously to hold myself back and try not to do so. It's definitely a struggle. It's definitely an uphill battle. But since I'm able to see where the issue lies at and where the situation actually comes from, I'm able to see where the pattern lies that continuously make me feel like I'm just spiraling more. But when I finally come to terms, I'm able to, like, okay, so let's write it down and get a chance to just take care of it in its own one personal step. And it definitely does help. Especially again, legit. I usually would go outside a lot, but mostly depends on what I'm in the mood for. But lately, I continuously see myself that I'm over here shutting myself away and I need to go outside and get some fresh air. So, definitely putting more of that on a to do list for I could get a chance to go back outside and just let my head like feel more relaxed and just sit with a more of a calming energy instead of just feeling very claustrophobic or just very stuck within my own like personal space and try not to do so. But legit, that's definitely one of the things I continuously to reflect about as well. And actually, it does have did me so good, especially between emotions that I continuously ignored, or if anything, things of my past that continuously to resurface. Part of me wants to ignore it, but the other parts of me just like you're just gonna have to face it regardless of anything, and that's what I continuously to do. Also, legit wearing Ghostface Killer and wearing the pants with it. Also, to any person that enjoys a whole dark romance story, please tell me what dark, oops, like what story that had that specifically that someone wore like a Ghostface Killer mask. I want to know. I'm not exactly saying the whole thing like, ooh, sounds interesting. I just want to know because, again, I grew up in the 90s, and any 90s person that watched the Scream franchise, you want to run away from Ghostface Killer, not towards him, away. So, with those like dark romance stories, like this has indeed been on a full ride. So, I'm curious. I really want to know. But now, literally, I am indeed curious about that one. But going back to the whole main thing, it just more towards the fact of legit continuously to reflect, continuously to sit within myself and be open, honest, and continuously to admit out loud. It's like legit. Even though I could continuously to be mad at the past, but unfortunately, um, well, not unfortunately, I continuously to come to terms, especially subconsciously, my brain just continuously to feel shame, regret, and wish that things were different. Like Of course I would, but unfortunately, some things were already out of my control, and then some things just happen. Be it both an embarrassing memory or something that you wish you could take back, but you can't, and you just have to learn to accept it. But also continues to come to terms with the fact that legit, I'm not exactly doing the whole making amends or apology thing. I can definitely apologize, but you continuously to sit and reflect that indeed when two people are at war, well not exactly at war, but there's a situation that does happen, two people will clash, but it's also the fact that you will indeed have some person that is the actual true villain of the situation and they need to take full accountability. But it's also the fact that legit two people can actually be both the villains and they both have their own way of thinking, but it's not exactly more of a whole negative output. It's just more towards like things will be said and you didn't mean it and you wish you could take it back, but unfortunately the collateral damage is already done. Or more in any category is just you're able to put your pride to the side and still just apologize and you never get that from the other person, and it continuously to make you feel that much stuck or continuously to reflect just that, and it continuously to just question yourself and you as a person in general. Like legit all three of them are definitely accurate, just certain situations will still happen where you will have to look at yourself like, yes, I'm the villain. I literally said and caused a lot of issues. I'll own up to it. I'll admit it. Can't exactly blame anything or anyone else. I'll take full responsibilities of things I have indeed said and done. But when you're also the person that legit and any other category, not exactly saying myself, just more towards like another situation. Let's just say if you do have somebody who say yes, they continuously to apologize, but it's also the fact that they at least try to make amends, the other person doesn't. It just continues to show more who put in the actual effort, who's actually willing to again, effort, apologize, and still try to do the best as they could or do the right thing while the other person's like wants you to take full responsibility while they're never taking accountability. And legit, you come to the more towards of the fact that legit, yes, like some friendships are not exactly perfect and nobody is, but then again, you do come to terms with the fact that a lot of people will continuously to hive have one side of friendship, or if anything you just basically feel like you put in more of the work and didn't exactly get the actual return, or if anything, you actually got a chance to have someone that was actually genuine, sincere, and you indeed became the main issue or the main person that you claimed that you hated the most, but yet you became the said issue and was the one that's causing the most wreckable damage. And with that one, you come to more terms with it too. And I continuously do so. But continuously also realize and be like, you know what? Basically, just go ahead and just sit, reflect, and isolate yourself and just continuously to come more terms. I definitely have. Definitely have come to more terms with the fact that legit the past is indeed rocky and honesty legit don't want to go back and there's nothing can be saved from it either. Just gotta accept the loss. Hopefully, you became wiser from said mistakes, even though we'll still make some mistakes as we move forward. But when you finally come to a point and you actually sit and reflect, and you're like, okay, yeah, so don't want to be that person, a guide anymore. You just don't want to be like that, or you just don't want to treat somebody else like that either. But when you continuously to act or feel like certain things will repeat, then you're the one that's causing the repeat cycle. But unfortunately, legit, even at times you're not exactly causing a repeat cycle. There's weird moments in life that certain things will be a test or pop up again, and you have to figure out, okay, do you learn anything from it, or will you continuously to repeat what you did? Because if you continuously repeat what you did, yeah, you're just continuously to show the fact that there is no change, no progression. You just basically continue to say the fact that you rather be what you are, but not exactly in a good outlet, just more towards you're just aware of the fact that you will never change, not even for the better. And then you basically also show the fact that nobody or even should try to put any ounce of faith and trust in you, which is definitely a scary thing, but is indeed one of those certain situations, terms that we come to face. Continuously to come to terms with a lot of things that I indeed have said and done, especially between pushing people away wasn't intentional, especially, yes, between certain things in the past that definitely did have a very big role in it, and won't exactly denying, owning it completely. But definitely also owning up the fact that legit, even when you try not to, and you do come from an actual place of sincerity where you just actually want to apologize, and you actually willing to put both pride and ego to the side, it definitely says the fact like, okay, yeah, I'm able to admit that yes, I messed up. But come to more terms with the fact that legit I suck at picking certain people, which also continues to show me that certain people that you continuously to let in your life just basically continues to say what type of energy you're used to or willing to accept, and continuously to be more open and be honest about it. I don't want that energy no more. So I just, nope, rather continuously to isolate and actually sit and reflect and just come to terms with like, yeah, I don't want to continuously to live or lead in a toxic energy, or if anything continuously to sit in the past, blame it, or if any more of another situ, trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to make sure I pick the words correctly. I will say this is more towards the fact that I don't want to continuously to live in a past of negativity or anything of a toxic situation, be it between environment or people. I'm learning from that mistake and learning me as myself, because again, I can be a toxic person at times, and I'm learning to not bring that into my life anymore. Continuously try to leave certain baggage in the past, or if I haven't, I'm learning to do just that and just finally unload everything, look at it, sit with it, and be like, okay, yeah, I need to throw this away. Can't continuously to carry it. I indeed have to let it go. Burn the clothes, burn everything. Legit, you have to let that emotional baggage go. And me able to reflect and see between things that happen from my life, I have indeed. Still, there's a lot of things that continuously to change little by little, but I am indeed able to see that like things have changed, and I continuously to actually sit, reflect, do the actual fucking work, try not to make excuses. But being so used to that certain energy, you don't even know who you are or how to start from that. And I'm not gonna exactly deny. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so who am I at the end of it all? And basically with that, I've learned to just start from ground zero, start from scratch. Literally tapping into things that actually just feel more actual aligned with me, or something that actually speaks between my personality or interest, which is indeed accurate. But again, I already know that I am a complex person who has bizarre, chaotic energy. Yeah. So I am indeed a chaotic person with a very complex personality. But not exactly saying I'm going to just ruin somebody's life completely just to make me feel good. No, it just more towards like, unfortunately, sometimes I make horrible decisions, and I'm just gonna have to deal with the consequences of you weep what you sow. And yeah, literally can't blame anybody else except your own consequences. You chose to do the thing, so you can't exactly be like, why didn't nobody stop me? Nope, nope, legit. I'm the issue. I'm the problem, legit. I chose to go with the whole impulse thing and just gotta fucking own on to it. Can't pretend otherwise either. And able to do so at just continuously to be more open, honest, and continuously to reflect more and more. It's still a very challenging situation, but I continuously to do so. Not exactly denying this. Sometimes, like I just need something to let myself just sit in my energy, especially since I have a very sensitive energy. Again, I just want to get a chance to just like, okay, I need to have some actual compassion come towards me, or if anything, compassionate words. Learning to do just that. But I also know the fact that at times I catch myself slipping, and it's like, okay, yeah, no, sometimes I need some tough love hearing that, but like, okay, yeah, you're right, okay. Let me take that information and actually work with it. Able to say that and do that, even though literally is when bleh, even though saying and doing it really is more of a whole words over actions, and you legit between actually trying to make sure they're both go hand in hand instead of one over the other, definitely try to do so. Definitely try and be in the word, especially since I'm not exactly making myself promises either. I'm not, because legit, we all fortunately made promises and continuously to ignore them or decline them, or if anything, deny them completely, or if anything, continuously have people make promises to us and the promises never fall through. And again, legit, from that personal experience, that could also just put you more of a reason why you're just like you want more open honesty. But when you yourself is not being open and honest, you're no better than the person that continuously to give you false hope and continues to give you nothing but disappointment. Able to admit that, able to see it, I'm able to try to overcome and change just that. Oh, interesting. A bird just flew past. But from the beginning, when I started basically doing this or continuously to reflect more and more within my personality, my own mental thoughts, certain patterns and cycles I do, it does make me just like wondering how long will I continuously to spiral like this, or how long will I continuously to not try to change? How long will I continuously just want to sit in that energy? And able to admit the issues that I have out loud, I'm able to see that progress has indeed been very progressive. But I continuously also learn the fact that it does take time, patience, and continuously to do it one day at a time. I'm really in debating between legit every time I do a video, just have a whole serenity prayer. I don't know, maybe. Still debating on that one, but again, not exactly certain. But being open and honest with my personality, myself, and me in general, that I'm certain. Indeed, I'm certain. But even though legit, I question sometimes is maybe I should just delete all the videos and just like delete the channel, but don't exactly know what's gonna happen from here on point. So if anything, I'm just gonna continuously do the thing, continuously upload, continuously just see what happens. Not exactly saying I'm asking for anything else or for a miracle, but I guess in the weird structure of this channel, it's just like a weird video diary, I guess. I don't know, but I continuously to being open and honest, like it's weird, it's bizarre, but again, overall, that's just me. Letting myself still be seen and heard. Because, in honesty, we all want to be seen and heard, be it both good and bad, be it both whatever bizarre thing that comes out of our minds. Besides, I know I want to be seen and heard, and I know you do too. And I guess continuously doing more in these videos, I'm able to just let my true feelings and emotion come through. But then again, sometimes you still want to make sure that some part of you is still like a private person. It's like, yeah, you can share a personal experience, but then again, sometimes you don't want to exactly tell every business that you have. Or if anything, you don't want to accidentally say the wrong thing and legit somehow it will already cause issues as it is. I will admit that I'm definitely trying to tread lightly, but then again, even still, just mostly depends. But honesty, definitely continuously to be more happy and grateful within myself, even though legit my mood changes from whatever between month or week. It really does. But that just basically the certain things I continuously to sit and reflect within myself, especially between the weird tangible rants that go on. So again, just a strange human being, just trying to take it one day at a time. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go watch something or just get a chance to go read anything. Mostly just keep it like this. But I really do hope that people continuously to find their own joys in life, or if anything, continuously to find things that make you happy. If you get a chance to get that promotion, I'm proud of you. Congratulations. You deserve it. If you finally get a chance to get that engagement ring, I'm actually happy for you. I'm proud. Congratulations. Or if you finally get a chance to leave whatever toxic ailment that left you from your past, I'm definitely happy for you for that too. Legit, we all could use a bit more of happiness in life, especially be it between either spiraling mentally or whatever the world decline that we're going through. But again, one issue at a time. Life is tricky. Again, life is a roller coaster. It's gonna have its ups and downs, and yeah, it's gonna be a very bumpy ride. But I really do hope that you're okay. Hopefully, you continuously take care of yourself, continuously give yourself love and compassion, and continuously treat yourself like a human being because you deserve much love, compassion, and much care from other individuals, be it between someone that you're close with or someone that you're related to. So we're definitely all worthy of love and affection, and we're all worthy of trust. So if anything, continuously to be your most self, continuously to live just as yourself, and continuously just show up as you, the bizarre human being that you are.